Eau Rouge corner is a favourite among fans, who have jokingly dubbed a similar corner on the Istanbul Park circuit Faux Rouge. In 1971, the Belgian Grand Prix was cancelled as the Spa track did not meet FAA-mandated safety regulations that year. The event was eventually relocated and would not return to Spa until 1979. Spa demands extreme concentration and skill from all drivers. Keep a close eye on the action around Eau Rouge and Blanchimont, which are taken flat out in order to get good speed into the straights following them. Spa-Francorchamps also hosts the Spa 24 Hours and 1,000 km Spa races. Outside of the racing world, it has been used several times for the Tour de France.
Good evening and welcome to RSF1 Racing. It is me, your host, RSF1 Cornish, this evening. How is everybody doing? We have got a treat and a half for you all this evening. It is the debut for the first ever 100% race in RSF1 history. Will it be a disaster? I don't know. Will it be a success? I hope so. Are we in for a long one today? I think we are. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Hello, Aaron. I am a sexy unicorn. Yes, I am. I will be being joined by Rodders in a little bit, but he's in the middle of cooking his dinner, I think. So let's get started. Who is going to be the first person to start a lap? It looks like there is a Williams of Mr. C. White coming around the final corner. Now, I've had it on good authority that the pole is probably going to be a low 31s. So, in actual fact, there's an ad break. Why is there an ad break? Can I turn that off? No, I can't. Apologies if you've got an ad, everybody. Can't do anything with that. If subscribe, really. The only way to stop the ads. But here we go. We've got somebody on the grass there. Whoa. Coming in to the end of the first sector of the 29.9. It's a good first sector. Uses just the right amount of curbs through here. Beautifully done through there. His fuel is flushing, so he's very low on fuel. Slightly missed the apex, but it wasn't nothing drastic. Coming through No Name. Again, misses the apex on No Name, but he carried the minimum speed quite nicely. Into Pouon. Is he going to lift? Oh, a tiny little bit of a lift. Coming now down to the cheeky S section. I'm gonna get the track map up actually, so I can get the names. Coming around through here, takes a good amount of curve. Does he go wide on the exit? Just about keeps it within the limits. That was nicely done. Coming round to the end of the second sector, it's a 13.2. Not bad, not bad. Gets on the throttle. Hello, Soggy Salmon. No, it is short qualifying. So, I don't know why it says Q1. Hang about. It should be short quali. Hang on. I think someone's... Okay, so I was told that pole was going to be a 41.3. Oh, a 41.2 is what I was told, and someone's already done a 41.3. Let me check, because this should only be a short quali. Right, whilst I try and understand why we've got full quali on, let's carry on and see where we're at. I got a bit lost, but here we go. Tom for the win. Here it goes. First sector. Oh, it's a lot slower than White's from before. Hello, Rodders. How you doing, pal? I had... Let me check it. Oh. Well, there we go. Now they should be able to hear you. There we go. Right, we might have a bit of an issue this might be down as full qualifying when it should only be short. Because it's saying Q1. How long is a short qualifying session? It's normally only 15 minutes, isn't it?
Yes.
And this was an 18-minute session. So I think...
Check the settings.
You can't check if it's full quali, can you?
I think so.
Oh no, this is short qualifying. You know what? No need to panic, everybody. I'm an idiot. I thought short qualifying was 15 minutes. Apparently it's not. It's now 18. But here we go. Easton, the current championship leader, coming down to turn 1. Nicely judged on the brakes. Slightly misses the apex, but keeps his minimum speed up nicely on the exit of the corner. This is nice. Oh, now coming down to Eau Rouge, the best corner in the world. Good chunk of curb on the exit. Nicely done. It's not even really a challenge on this year's game, is it, Rodders?
Sorry, what corner was this?
Ah, what corner? We're at Spa. What corner do you think I'm on about?
Oh, Radion and Eau Rouge.
Oh, yes. Easton massively missed the apex of that corner after the long straight. So this isn't looking like the tidiest of laps so far for the young Scottishman. Keeps it very wide, but gets on throttle quite nice and early. Coming up to No Name now. Does that nicely all over the curb.
Yeah, sorry for my lateness, everyone. I was still busy cooking dinner when it came to 8 o'clock. Because my parents decided, right, I'm going to have dinner now.
So go on then. What did you have for your dinner?
Roast beef.
Ooh. I don't
Prop
mind
potatoes.
if I do. Love myself a little bit of roast beef.
Yeah. Used to be a sous chef, so I cook everything spot on.
Oh, right, okay. What is it with commentators and being chefs? Because isn't Michael's a chef as well?
I think he is.
He was.
Yeah, I used to be a number 2 chef. So.
Oh, I don't know what that means. What's the difference between a number 2 chef and a number 1 chef?
So number two chef is the same as a sous chef. So whenever the main chef like walks out to have a cigarette or asks how their food is or something like that, I'm left to do whatever's in there. So basically second in command of the kitchen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you don't get this kind of commentary anywhere else. We're on board with Greg, FFC, going down the Kemmel Straight, coming into Le Combe. Here he comes. Nicely done on the apex there, takes a good amount of curb. This is nicely done. Maybe lost a little bit of speed on the exit as he went a little bit wide, but recovers well nicely. Coming into the hairpin. Keeps it nice and tight. Half throttle, full throttle. Nicely done into No Name corner. Oh, that was beautifully done through there. Coming down to Pouon now. Is he going to lift? Or is he going to be flat out? It's a half lift through Pouon. That was nicely done. This is looking like a good lap by the Alfa Romeo driver as we come down into campus. Nicely done through there. Does miss the first apex of campus, but into Stavolo. Nicely done through Stavolo. This is looking like a nice lap so far from Greg. Coming down now to what in the wet is a very tricky corner of Blanchimont. 200 miles an hour. Oh, nicely done. Nice line through there, keeping up his minimum speed as we come down into the bus stop chicane. Third gear through there.
The Alpha took the...
Oh, this has been a beautiful lap from the Alfa Romeo, but it's not been a quick lap. It's been a 42.6. Well, I'll have to give it to him, because on board, that looked beautiful.
Yeah, this Alpine driver in Sector 2 now looks like he's setting a quick time.
Alpine in Sector 2. What is that man's name? Is that the Pigeon Munch?
Yes.
Oh, the man who I had to battle to race today. He's worried that he won't be able to sit and sweat for the whole 100%er. Let's see how he gets on. Coming down to Stavolo. Nicely done through Stavolo. A 13.9 middle sector. I don't know how that compares.
Well, if it helps you, I'm on comms tomorrow as well, and I might be doing it solo, so...
Ooh. Okay. Pigeon Munch is going slightly slower than the previous Alfa Romeo driver through Blanchimont. We're coming down to the bus stop chicane. What gear is he going to do this in? Second. Nicely done. Doesn't take much curb on the second of the chicane corners, but coming up the line, this is a 42.2. I tell you what, that first lap I watched of White seems to have been an absolute barnstormer. I'm now on board with Dan Burnett in the Haas coming through Eau Rouge. Nicely done. Onto the Kemmel Straight.
What
Opens
can
up
Howes
that.
do coming to the last chicane?
Oh, Mr. Predoubts, Mr. Sam. He does this in third gear. Coming around the exit. Oh, a little bit messy on the throttle. But it looks quick. It's a 41.4 to go second.
We've probably done that in second gear going round. We probably would have had a new leader.
Oh, Ipswich Techers just extended on Puon. So easily done. I think he tried to do it without lifting off. Oh, talking about a new leader, the current leader's just extended his gap. He's done a 41.1. He is rapid. Let's
I'm not
stay
beating
on
that.
board for a lap with... Do you know what? Let's do the newly promoted Division 2 driver to Division 1, Snedden. He's starting his lap coming down towards Eau Rouge. Currently in 6th position with a very respectable 41.7. Up to Radion. Nicely done. It looked like he went a little bit wide into the first part of Eau Rouge, to be honest, but he kept the speed up nicely. What speed's he reaching as he comes in to
Techers hit the wall going into the pits.
250 miles an hour for Snedden on the Kemmel Straight. Coming around now, nicely done down to the hairpin. He does have a car in front of him. It's a Mercedes. I think that's the Mercedes of DZNQ, but he gets past him nicely. Oh no, it's Legends it was. But coming down now to Puon. Are we going to see anybody do this flat out? I don't know if it's possible. Ooh. Snedden very, very nearly lost the car there, but caught it well. That's going to have lost him time. But as we come down into the Campus S's, nicely. Oh my goodness me, there was a Ferrari facing backwards. Oh my goodness me, Snedden definitely would have shot himself, and I'm not surprised he's just invalidated on the exit of Stavolo there. Whoa. Which Ferrari was that? That was the Ferrari of Tom at 123 FTW. Oh my goodness me, he's very lucky to have not been smashed out.
I'm on board with SLR Evo just going into Sector 2. He's done a 30.1 in Sector 1.
I can tell you that White was in the 29s for Sector 1.
He's not quicker than White.
Ooh, that's the first time I've seen anybody take that inside curb into the hairpin there. But maybe it works for him. I mean, he did no name beautifully. Are we going to see a lift into... Oh, that's the lowest amount of lift I've seen anyone do through on yet. This man's got a
confidence. Might be quick in the middle sector then.
Oh, he completely fucked up the S's though, as he completely missed the second apex. I mean, it's not a complete cock up because he kept his minimum speed up.
Traction.
Yeah, it's a 13.9 middle sector. I really should write these down as to what's good and what's not. But my memory is shocking. What speed is he coming down to Blanchimont? 202 miles an hour. This is the quickest I've seen anyone do. I've seen people do 200, 201. Not seen anyone do 202. Into the bus stop in third gear. Nice amount of curb used. Coming up to the line. This is going to be a 142.1 to go ninth. Not too shabby. Alonso. DZNQQ is not on a quick lap. He's got no ERS left. Mega Centurion has invalidated. Legends is invalidated. Nobody's on the lap.
I was about to say we have the Centurions of Mega setting off a lap, but he's invalidated.
What a silly boy. Let's have a catch up with the chat. Soggy Salmon says Williams Power. I mean, it's looking like it in a minute. That's the only power I want that begins with W, to be honest. I'm not going to get anywhere near pole, so it's Greg FFC4. Greg says this is inspirational, Aaron. Doesn't matter where you start, it's about where you finish. Just stay focused, not a lot going to happen in the race, spread out a lot.
Centurion,
I don't know how they're so quick on a banker.
Nearly hits the outer wall.
Do you know what? Let's go on board for a lap with the one and only Muddy Biscuit coming round to start his lap. Flashes open the DRS, coming down to turn 1.
How
much curb is he going to take? Beautifully nice and judged by Muddy there. Gets a little bit wobbly on the throttle, but nothing too stupid coming down to
Radio on
Rouge.
Rouge. Gonna make it flat.
Nice amount of curb in the first bit, nice amount of curb in the second. Completely avoids the curb on Radion though. But I mean, I don't blame him. Keep it nice and safe. What speed are we reaching? 207 to the quickest I've seen so far is 215.
212, 214.
Oh, Muddy's a little bit slower on 214. Nice first sector though. Coming, lovely amount of curb there. Coming down into the hairpin. How's he going to do? I've seen a lot of the quicker guys completely miss the apex. Muddy decides to hit it though as he comes down now into No Name corner. Doesn't take any curb on the entry, but takes plenty on the exit. Are we going to see a lift into Puon? We are. It's a full lift for Muddy, but that was enough to keep the car settled. Coming down now into the Campus S's.
Bit of a slow Alpine in the last sector.
Muddy does miss both apexes in the Campus S's as well, but coming down Stavolo, nicely done through there. He is 2/10 up currently on his best lap over 42.6. This is looking like it's going to be a 42.4, which won't gain him any places. Oh no, it'll move up one place. Let's see how much time he can make up though in the final bus stop chicane. Coming down now at 204 miles an hour. Down into second gear, takes loads of curb on the entry, takes no curb on the final corner, but then comes up to the line to set a 1:42.2. So we found another 2/10. Nicely done by the Mudmeister.
Can he find another 1.1 seconds though?
We have got pre-doubts. CRE Howes, his first sector. It's a purple sector of a 29.7. This is going to be a quick lap. Can he keep it going?
Everyone is bunching up in sector 2 to try and get round.
Sam is on a barnstormer here. This is looking beautiful. He comes down to No Name, takes a little bit of curb. Beautifully done. Are we going to see the first person to do Puon without a lift? No. Full lift for Sam, but the car is planted. Coming down to
He's got traffic in front though, and a lot of it.
Oh, he takes... Oh, that's so much curb. But this is beautifully done. I've not seen anybody get close to that curb so far yet. Well, Sam does one better. He bloody eats the curb. 2-3 up. This is looking like this could be pole. It's going to be very close. Coming down to Blanchimont.
It's going to be very close to the traffic in front as
200. Well. I think they should just get out of the way if they're sensible.
Well, they're all
reaches 204 miles an hour. Down into third gear. Yeah, the traffic's moved out of its way just in time. Comes around the final corner. This is going to be good. This is a 41.1. Oh my goodness me, he's only just missed out. Let's go down to the other pole contender of White, who's now coming down. Is he going any quicker in the first sector? He's matched his first sector.
I think the Centurion failed to set a lap.
This is beautifully done. You keep on track with people that are coming up the line. I'm going to keep on board with White here because we might be about to see another special lap from him. As he comes round, No Name. Little bit of curb. Loads on the exit there.
At him across the line.
Do it flat. You've got pole anyway. No, he does a half
41.4.
Is anybody looking like they're going to get close to White's time?
Barnett, invalidated.
How's the Alfa Romeo going? Is that Easton or is that Greg?
It's Greg.
Oh, White did miss the apex of Stavolo, but he did keep the minimum speed up. Here we go. How quickly is he going to be going into Blanchimont? 200 miles an hour. No, just only 200. I think White is carrying quite a bit more aero than anybody else.
Greg goes 9th.
Bus stop. Does this in 4? Oh my goodness me, he was all over the curb. Has he found any more time? Comes up the line to set a 1:41.6. No, he did not improve. Who's next? Snedden does a 1:41.5. That's a great lap. Easton's invalidated. Here comes Legends. Round the final corner. Can he get a lap out of nowhere to get near the top? He goes 12th with a 1:42.1. Well, that was a bit of a back-to-back non-stop qualifying session, wasn't it? Didn't have a second to breathe.
I really did think that that Sam Howes was going to get impeded by all those cars in Sector 2, but they just managed to get it out of the way.
The gold standard of drivers in Div 1, I had no worry that they would hold him up. That's what I'm going to put on paper anyway. But our qualifying results, let's go through them. We've got White with a 141.1, an absolutely ridiculously barnstorming lap to go first. We've then got Sam Howes in second, another one on the 141.1s, only 300ths of a second from pole. In third place, we've got FGE Atom 77 with a 141.4. Tom 123 for the win in fourth. We've then got Snedden in fifth, and sixth we've got Aldaf. 8 tenths behind them is Dan Burnett in seventh, with DZNQQ in eighth, Greg FFC in ninth, and SLR Evo in 10th. The rest of the drivers I will just scroll through so you can have a look at their gaps. We didn't get a time from Reese, Tornado, or Mega. I don't know if they had quali pens. That's what I'm assuming. But they're going to be starting from the back. I'll tell you what, though.
Reese and Tornado had quali pens, and Mega Centurion kept on invalidating and couldn't get lap in time.
Well, if there is any race you want to have a qualifying ban, it's got to be for 100%, surely. That gives you the maximum amount of time to get back. Now, I haven't done any practice. I've not driven this track. I don't have a clue what we're in for strategy-wise. Do you reckon it's going to be a 1-stop, a 2-stop, a 3-stop? What are you thinking?
They can make it, I'm pretty sure, a 1-stop.
1-stop, okay. And I know that we're in for over an hour worth of racing. But go on then. Put your balls on the line. What's your top 3 prediction?
Well,
what are you saying?
I haven't got any, so...
Sure. Well, put your non-existent balls on the line, mate, and give me your top 3 predictions, please.
Definitely see White and Atom if they can keep it clean going into the first corner.
Okay. So there, see what you think he's going to finish first?
See White, Sam Howes, and Atom.
Okay.
In no particular order.
Well, this is my top 3, and I will give you an order. In first place, starting 14th on the grid, is going to be Muddy Biscuit 148. This man, his first name, by law, is consistency. This man knows how to get to the end of a race, and 100%er, when there's going to be madness around him, my money is on him to come home in first place.
You've just said that because the last time that someone called Mr. Consistency, it was Easton, and then he crashed.
Well, you've now given a spoiler for who's going to come home in second. It's the boy who's in 16th. Starting is CRF1 Easton. And coming home in third, I'm going to have a left field suggestion of Mega Centurion in 19th. I think the people starting 14th, 16th, and 19th are going to finish first, second, and third. Watch it.
Who is everyone else's suggestions in the chat?
Go on then, everyone else, give us your clues, your suggestions. If you missed it because of the ad break, I'm saying Muddy Biscuit's going to win. It's 100% racer. Mr. Consistency's going to come home. Interestingly, by the way, don't know if you noticed, a certain person starting on pole has selected the hard tyres. This could just be a debate. We never know. Let's wait and see. We've got Sam Howes starting on soft tyres as well.
That might actually be a good shout to go long and then faster in the later stages.
You reckon? Right, the chat. Yeah. Horizon 40.
Or they go 2-stop, just start on the hards, and then you got 2 sets of mediums after.
Well, Horizon 40 has put in a bold prediction of the fastest wins. Andrew GD0 has put his money on Greg in the Alfa Romeo, starting in 9th. Tornado has said P3 incoming for me. He's obviously very confident about his own performance, starting from the back of the grid. Go on, Lincoln. You've not given us your race predictions yet. I want your top 3. I don't want just one, mate. Are you in here posting little gifs? Give me your top 3. who's going to come home first, who's going to come home second, who's going to come home in third. And shall we put in a little side bet? Who's going to be the first one to DNF? Who do you reckon? My money is on...
I'm going to say Ipswich Techers.
Oh, you're going with Ipswich Techers. Is going to be Ipswich into the wall. I'm going to go with... my favourite Dutchman, Aldaf. He's going to be in the wall. Right, let's have a look at what tyres people are starting on. It was a debate from White because it's on the mediums for him. Do you want to go through the grid?
I was torn between Legends and Techers, and I thought, I'll pick Techers.
Do you want to go through the grid from back to front for me, Rodders?
Yes. In 19th, we have the Haas of Mega Centurion, who failed to set a lap during quali. That's why he's down there, unfortunately. But we will see what he can do from the back, starting on the medium tyre. Give me 1 second. Then we have Tornado, who had a quali ban in 18th in the Alpha. In 17th in the Red Bull, we had Reese, who also had a qualifying ban. In 16th, we have Easton. Not a great performance by him, but we just have to see what he can do from 16th. 15th, we have the Alfa Romeo of Etreo. Have I said that right?
No.
Apologies if I haven't said that right. In 14th, we have the other Alfa Romeo of Muddy Biscuit.
It's
Aston Martin. I can't even get my cars right.
You're in for a long night tonight then, mate.
Yeah.
You might want to speed up. They're coming around Stavilo now, mate.
On the soft tyre. In 13th, we have Pidgey Munch in the Alpine on the hard tyre. 12th, we have IGN Legends on the hard tyre in his Mercedes. 11th, we have the Ferrari of Ipswich Techers on the softs. In 10th, we have the McLaren of SLR Evo. 9th, Alfa Romeo Greg. 8th, Mercedes DZNQs. 7th, the Haas of Barnett. 6th, Red Bull of Aldaf. 5th, Alpha Tauri of Snedden. 4th, Ferrari of Tom. 3rd, we have the Williams of Atom. 2nd, we have the Alpha Tauri of Howes. And your pole sitter in the Williams is C. White.
We have a glitch. On your screen is Sam driving round the first corner. Oh dear. I think we might be having a restart. Why do we have a glitch on a 100% race? Out of all races, there possibly could be a glitch. It's on the one where it's 100%. Oh, bloody hell.
Give him a chance to get round, and if it starts again, then it's not
because this has to happen on the longest track as well. Well, no one's left the session yet, so we will just hold tight. Mega Centurion disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. The host has left. I think we've had a restart called. Let me chickadee check.
Yeah, if the host leaves automatically, then it is a restart.
Yeah, it is a restart. Right. Sorry, everybody. This obviously is out of our control. But blame EA and Codemasters. It's their fault. Let's have a look in the chat.
Only in RSF1.
I don't know why I've never seen it before. Horizon saying Itara is going to DNF first. Dave refused to give me a top 3 prediction. Dave, I'm disappointed in you, mate. He did however, put in 2 pictures of a mushroom and a banana. Make of that as you will.
Who's the mushroom and who's the banana, though, Dave?
I'll leave that up to your imagination. And Dave, it might not have been a restart. I mean, if he returned at the back of the grid and the race continued, maybe we wouldn't have needed one. I don't know. But
No,
yeah.
the lights went out as soon as they hit Stavilo.
Oh, did they? Oh, wait, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay, yeah, then that's an obvious restart. Fair enough. Fairy snuff. Well, I'm loving watching on boards of... Oh, no, the lights haven't gone out because there's people still on the grid.
No, on my screen it showed that they went out.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, as my friend Barry and Paul Chuckle would say. Nah, carry on as it is. To be fair, Dave, this is probably the cleanest racing we're ever going to get in a RSF1 race. So hang on, the grid's reformed.
Yeah, but everyone's done one lap on tyres.
Ah, there we go. The session's gone. We were the last people in it. Right, let's try and get into another lobby, shall we? Nobody sent me an invite yet.
No one has sent me an invite yet, but I am joining off of Eastern.
That is exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, go away.
Jack Rogers, with his first chat ever, comes in and says, "See why it's crap. Tell him to stop working at Sainsbury's." Well, I'll tell you this, Jack. If C. White wins this race, I'm going to tell him to pack it in at Sainsbury's because he's obviously got a career in racing. If he crashes out, I think he should stay at Sainsbury's, let's be honest. Dave reformed and everybody's left. Yep, that's how it goes. People are getting into this lobby very quickly, though. Fair play. So all we have to do now is set the settings up and set the grid. I'm just going to be checking my Discord a second, Rodders, if you want to take over keeping these boys and girls entertained. I just need to see if I need to do any admin work.
Not really. I don't think they deserve it. Especially Dave for not giving us an answer.
Yeah, Dave doesn't deserve to even grace this stream, to be honest. I don't even know why we're saying his name.
I think you should just leave RSF1 for not commenting.
Sure.
Dave, you're fired.
Oh dear. Dave, Man United are crap. That's all I need to say there.
How's Anthony for you with Man United?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's not bring in domestic abuse into the conversation, shall we?
No,
that
wasn't my point for the domestic abuse. It's
Jack
just that
Rogers
he's taking time away from football.
So I've got a very important question here from Jack Rogers. He's asked me what is my opinion on gingers. Now this is a serious discussion because there's either two ways with gingers, right? If we're talking about women here, of course, they're either the ugliest people you've ever seen in your life, or they're the most attractive people. I don't know what it is. You never see like an average ginger.
There's a third option.
What's the third option?
Or they're soulless.
Or that no, that's all gingers. All gingers don't have any soul. Come on now. But so tell me now. Point out one average ginger. There isn't one. They're either incredible, or let's not discuss that anymore. Ethan Sampson, how much does C. White bench? I think we've got some C. White fans in this chat today. I don't know what he benches, but I can tell you he's quick in a car. Horizon 40, only OGs remember 7-0 and 3-1 good games. Up the Liverpool. Fuck off United.
Do you remember in the 20th century, Arsenal versus Man U, it was something like 32-0.
Don't go out there and let everyone know how old we are, mate. Don't want to give that away. Ethan Sampson, what do you bench? Are you asking what do I bench? Mate, I'm fat as fuck. Do you think I've been in a gym? I don't have a clue what I bench. Six Nations United. Lincoln Dave, GG. Andrew, Dundee United. Now that is a team. Now, if I see any more United chat, I'm just gonna mute you all because Liverpool all the way. Beta as fuck. If I was beta, Sam, I would have
Right,
lied to you.
I
Let's be
will be
honest.
back in a
if I
minute.
was-
I've literally just got to rush and do something.
Now that is a beta male. No, I'm joking. Do whatever you need to do. But yeah, Samson, if I was beta, I would have just lied to you. I would have said pulled a random number out of my ass. But no, I'm an alpha mate because I told you I owned it. I'd rather be in McDonald's than the gym any day. Watch your language, sonny boy. Aaron, fuck off. Sneddon, 20 times Man United. Yeah, but I don't think you're going to be winning anything anytime soon, let's be honest. I think we're nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to be starting soon. Let's hope so, eh? Before I say anything else that's going to get me in trouble. What does everyone think of the Saudi League whilst we're on the topic of football? Do you think it's going to last, or do you think it'll be like the Chinese League and run out just in the shitter in a few years when they realise that money isn't everything? Ethan just clutched on Siege. Ethan, GG, mate. What operator were you? Siege is a banging game, to be fair. I used to play so much of that game. Like, I've got an embarrassing amount of hours on Siege, but this was like 4 or 5 years ago when it was new. I played so much of it. I've not played it in the last year or two, really. So I wouldn't have a clue what it's like now. But what a game. C White is bad, mate. Jack, for a fan of C White, you don't have to like to diss him. Does that mean you fancy him, really? Because isn't that right? In that, when you fancy someone, you know, you give them a little bit of a dig. So I think Jack Rogers, I think you secretly fancy him, mate. Wouldn't be an RSF1 race without a lobby restart. I mean, come on now. Let's think of the positives. If we hadn't have had a restart, we wouldn't be having this chat right now, would we? No, we wouldn't. Ethan Sampson, what's your thoughts on a 130 kg bench? Not a fucking clue, mate. I'm not impressed by numbers. Unless it's calories, then I am impressed. Aaron, Cornish, if you get P1 tomorrow, I get the unicorn outfit. I mean, my unicorn outfit is over there in the corner. Maybe I'll turn on my webcam and, get that up for the stream. But I would, but it's too hot. It's absolutely baking in this household right now. But yeah, mate, if I get P1 tomorrow, I'll ship that unicorn costume to you because I'm not getting P1. It's 100% race. I'm not even making it halfway, let's be honest. Face cam stream. Sadly, I'm streaming on my Xbox. Don't have a webcam connected to that, so I cannot fulfill your wishes. Opinions on baked beans. Now, if we're talking baked beans, the standard baked beans, they're all right. Okay, if we're talking like a tier list of like elite, nice, yuck, right? Standard baked beans, nice. Add in baked beans with sausages, elite. Have you tried? They also do like a curried flavored baked beans. I thought that was going to be disgusting, but trust me, game changer. Whack them on some toast, bit of bar, curried beans, glorious. That's a proper dinner for you there, mate. Opinions on Greg's beloved Falkirk FC? Not a fucking clue, mate. I'm sure they're great. Normal baked beans as a solid A tier, I agree. XDG Mando, it's going to take a bit longer, so I'll be there in 5 to 10 minutes. He's abandoned me for the start of the race. Branston's or Heinz beans? Crayon flour? Are you really asking me that question? That's like, do I prefer Hitler or Jesus? It's Jesus all the way, mate. It's Heinz beans. Andrew, they're shit, mate. Falkirk. Well, sure, great. I couldn't name you a single Falkirk player. I do want to make it clear as well. I don't know why I use Jesus as an example. I was trying to think of a someone who's bad, Hitler, and I was trying to think of someone who's good. Who's good? Jesus came into my head, but I don't think he's good. I don't think he's real. Who's someone good I could have used in that example? Is that bad? I can't think of anybody good. What happens if C White wins? Well, this is going to blow your mind, Jack. But if he wins the race. Crazy, I know. Thoughts on tomorrow's date? The date is... Wow. Didn't realise... You got me off there. Well done. I can remember when that happened. You know, how old was I in 9/11? I think I was 6, and I was in nursery after school. Not nursery. I wasn't in nursery. I was in an after school club, and remember watching that on the news. I think that's one of my earliest memories. That's quite dark, isn't it? Thoughts on the race tomorrow? I'm looking forward to it because it'll be a bit interesting. 100% race, bit different. Do I think I'm going to get to the end? No. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? Now that's a beta male if I've ever seen one, let's be honest. Bit of a wally. Definitely a sex trafficker. Definitely done all those things that he's been accused of. Will he get away with it? Yes. Why? Because he's rich. Aaron DNF Wednesday inbound. Get Aaron banned. Let's get this bandwagon started. Aaron says, suck my balls. I will allow that message. It came up whether I should allow it or deny it. I will allow the suck my balls. No race tomorrow as a sign of respect. Remember those that lost their lives. I'm sorry, mate. It was 22 years ago. Right? Are you saying we shouldn't just race because, of World War II 80 years ago? We move on. Plus, it wasn't even in this country. Any Americans, genuinely, horrific thing. We race in their memory. Thoughts on Alexa? I'm not going to give you my thoughts on that, man. Thoughts on Osama bin Laden? I tell you what I will say is about Osama bin Laden, right? Apparently, he has a proper freaky collection. When they found him, And, oh wait. Right, we are on this formation. I'm going to stop talking about Osama bin Laden and his freaky collection. And should we get back onto track of what we're all here for in the end? The race. Do you know what? I've probably said many things that's going to get me in trouble in that interval, but we had fun. There's an ad apparently. Sorry, everybody who's got the ads. Oh, dear. Right. Let's have a look at the tyres, shall we? No, people have changed their tyres. Technically, I don't know if that's against the rules or not. I'm not sure. But, whatever, I don't care. I just want a good race. So we've got the top 6 starting on mediums with Dan Burnett on the softs, Ipswich Techers on the soft, and Muddy Biscuit on the soft. Everybody else is on the mediums. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for Dan, Techers, and Muddy as they are hoping, obviously, to get a good start. Let's get all ready, all groovy, all gravy to go. Let's get the interval up as they're coming around. Poo on. Is equal car performance on? Let's hope so. Thoughts on Gandhi? Now, are we talking the OG Gandhi, or are we talking about Randy Gandhi in Division 3? Because if we're talking about Randy Gandhi, top bloke. I like him a lot, and he's very quick. Maybe should be in Div 2. We'll let the division heads decide that one. Thoughts on RSF1? CYP1 top 123 FTW P2 says, hold this Woody, your first time chat. Welcome, hold this Woody. That's my Williams on pole. I've already said my prediction for who I think it's going to win. This man, Muddy Biscuit. It's going to come from 14th to the first. Just you watch. Mr. Consistency is going to strike again. Predictions for Div 3 Championship. Not a fucking clue. Randy Gandhi, there we go, said it. Now, though, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting serious. For our first time ever in RSF1, 100% race. Will everyone last. I don't think Mega is. He span it on the final car. Not even on the final, got it on the straight. How many people are we going to have halfway through? There's only one way to find out, and that's to stick around and listen to me chat shit, waiting for the light to come on. We have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. Snedden with a drive-through penalty. That's a horrendous start. See White has had a good start, though, with Sam Howes going around the outside. What a beautiful manoeuvre from Sam Howes. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. They're going to be side-by-side into Rouge. No, they're not. See White backs out. Sam has got the best start so far, coming down into Eau Rouge. Side by side. Are we going to see anyone spin? Let's go through. Everyone. Oh, we got someone. Oh, dear. They're 4 abreast. Don't do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back up to the top. Have we got anybody doing anything spicy? We do the 3 abreast. Oh, careful, boys. Atom on the outside going wide. Managed to hold out. He comes back, rejoins back on the track, though. Oh, no. We've got carnage. Atom rejoining hit. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Surely this is a safety car. Is this not a safety car? Oh, my goodness me. We have got 5 drivers at the back of the grid. I think that all started from Atom spinning. Wait, have we got a safety car? It's a full course yellow. It's a virtual safety car. Okay, let's catch our breaths. Catch our breaths. Atom, Snedden. Where's Sam Howes? Where's Sam Howes? Must have been caught up in that accident. Oh my goodness me. He's at the back. So Atom, beautiful start from him with Snedden in second. Greg in third. Evo in fourth. Tekker's in fifth. Muddy Biscuit in sixth. Sixth! Holy shit. He is up 8 positions into 6th. Just call me the prediction, God. Oh dear, Evo, what happened here? Has someone overtaken under a yellow flag? Naughty, naughty, don't do that. That's one way to get yourself to a penalty. Drastic Blaze up 9 positions. I don't know why I'm pointing out these positions. Look at everybody. 8th, 8th, 5th, 7th, 9th, 7th. These people have made up a huge amount of positions. Basically, the people who are quick, the people who qualified at the front, they're all bottle jobs. When is this VSC going to end? I don't know. Let me have a look in the chat. It's going to end as soon as I look in the chat. Greg, do a spin just for a laugh. Please, Greg, don't. What did I say? It started. Have we got anybody going for any spicy moves? I don't think we do yet. We have got some people in the pits. We have got 6 people in the pits. All going to be for changing wings, I would assume. Let's, instead of having the position changes, let's get back on to the tyres. Muddy Biscuit is now up into 4th position. He is possessed. That is 10 places in a lap. Holy shit. That's insane. Who is the closest battle? We've got Evo right on the backside of Greg. Is he going to go off into the inside of the hairpin? No, he doesn't. He's a wuss. Are we going to get anybody going for an overtake? We've got Dan Burnett right up the backside of Megas Centurion, his teammate. Dan is on the soft tyres. He's going to want to get past his teammate nice and quick. Is his teammate going to be nice? I don't know. Back into the front 3. SLI Evo 3/10 behind Greg ahead. Snedden with a 1.9 second gap at the lead. That is a beautiful start. He's had the dream start. Well, no. Muddy's had the dream start. But behind Muddy, it's him. Greg looking composed and beautiful on the throttle as he pushes out that gap. We've got Easton, another madman with the greatest start, all over the back of the Taro. 2/10 behind him. He's got a shit ton of ERS. Not used any of it. Coming round Blanchimont. Is he going to be fancying a spicy move? Is anybody going to be fancying a spicy move into the bus stop chicane? Not yet. He's done it before. He gets past his teammate. I think that was a bit of... No, he bloody hasn't. Is he pitted? Has he got damage? Why is he pitted on lap 3? He had a 2 second lap gap. Oh, he jumped the start, didn't he? Idiot. That would be why he had such a good lead, because he bloody jumped the start. What a wally. So, our new leader of the race is Greg. Not for long, as Evo goes flying past him up into the chicane. Have we got anybody else doing any overtakes into this corner? Everyone's being sensible, apart from C. White, who gets blasted past by Sam Howes. I think these guys must have been caught up in the first corner, but they've been lucky to get away with damage. So they're actually not too far apart from the grid. Now I'm going to take a breather, as I feel like I've not stopped talking since about 8 o'clock this evening. Greg Fluke, ha ha ha, lol, Greg unlucky bum. Well, I mean, he's second. I wouldn't exactly call that unlucky. He does have the rather fast Muddy Biscuit right behind him, though, as Ipswich Techers gets overtaken by the Pig in Munch. 44 laps is long. Drive through Cornish. Yeah, Horizon, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm his mate. Well, if you're his mate, spur him on. Come on. He's got a good chance of getting a good result here. I'll tell you who else has got a good result. Easton and Muddy. They are flying. Reese closing in on Atara up ahead. Going for the outside. Atara defends that beautifully. Gives him no chance of going round. But it has compromised his bus stop chicane. On the exit of the bus stop chicane, Tom, 1-2-3 for the win, gets a 3-second time penalty down in 18th. I tell you what, Atara got so much drive out of that final corner there, as he didn't give Reese a sniff of an overtake. Easton, though, right on the rear end of these two. He will get DRS, but then so will Muddy get DRS of the car ahead. Reese going side by side up Rouge and Radion. That's the easiest overtake of the day. Muddy Biscuit gets past Greg. This soft tyre strategy from Muddy so far has been a dream. Easton now 3/10 behind Greg. We've also got Itaro. Is he going to be fighting back against Reese? Let's find out. We've got Aldaf getting past Mega Centurion. We've got a yellow flag. I don't know what the yellow flag was for. I think it was for Tom. I'm not sure. Someone going slow. Evo, though, loving life. Greg, is he going to get past Muddy Biscuit? Coming into... Oh, very close into Stavalo. Keeping it sensible. Gets on the power nice and early. Right in the slipstream as we come up towards Blanchimont. He is flying. They've both got not an awful lot of ERS left. But Muddy Biscuit's blooming rapid in a straight line. Coming into Blanchimont now. Flat on the throttle. He's going round to the outside. The Muddy Biscuit defends up the inside. Oh, it's a little bit of a squeeze. But that was nicely done. But what it has allowed is the teammates, so they're 3 abreast. Muddy Biscuit comes back. Muddy Biscuit's not having anybody overtake him today. Well, I say that as he's been overtaken by both of them. Easton, though, with a double overtake. And we have a virtual safety car. Tornado. Where has Tornado been this? I am... Oh, dear. I think there's been a collision with Tornado and Techers. But again, it's only a virtual. No full safety cars. Easton versus Muddy for the win, I think. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't here for my top 3 predictions, I predicted Muddy was going to win, and I predicted Easton was going to finish second. We're only 5 laps in. We've got 39 laps left to go. Anything can happen. Legends whose last could win. So I'm not counting my eggs before... How does that saying go? Counting the eggs before the chickens? Whatever. I'm not counting it yet. They've had a good start. I mean, Muddy has been overtaken by 2 people in 1 corner. But it's a good start. It's a good start. This they really could have done with the safety car. In actual fact, what's that yellow dot? Is that the safety? It is a safety car! What? Why did that change so late? Or is this just like a visual glitch? That it was a virtual safety car for ages and then a safety car? I don't know, this game confuses the hell out of me. Greggy, oh, he's in 3rd. It's Greggy, oh, Ainsley 0-0. Callum, Greg says he would want it. What would he want? I don't know. The win? Maybe. It's stiff and hard, says Cincy. Is that for your friend Greg, mate? Well, you know, I say give love to your friend, but I didn't mean it in that sense, mate. But you know what? If you love him that much, Fair enough. Genius from Greg. Greggy. Oh, I'm going to bust one. Greg has got some fans here, I tell you what. I tell you who he doesn't have, though. I'm not going to finish that sentence. Right, let's get into the pits as we have Dan on his soft tyres. I'm surprised Muddy didn't pit, actually, to be honest. That was a full safety car. What tyres is Dan going on? He's going on a set of hards. I have no idea. And he's also taking a very long time. Did he have a wing change? I don't know. Maybe that's why I pitted. I actually don't have a clue about strategy here. I was saying that Muddy should have pitted after 5 laps, but I suppose that's in a 50%er. So really, his tyres are probably hardly warm. So yeah, he should stay on them. Greg come down for 10. Oh dear. I'm going to Greg. Oh right, okay. That's going to be the last Greg message I read out in terms of that kind of behaviour, chat, because you are some horny motherfuckers. Let's get back into the important stuff, shall we? Let's get back to positions gained. Let's have a look. So, Evo up 9 in first place. We've got Easton up 14 positions. He is doing Scotland proud. Greg in 6th. Muddy Biscuit in 6th. I mean, up 6 positions. Do you know what, boys? I don't think I can cut out for this tonight. I'm too hot. My brain. Oh dear, and I've just spilt Coke everywhere. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Somebody's made a mess, and it's not Greg's friends, I hope. Mando says, I will be there ASAP. I don't know what the bloody hell Mando's been doing. I hope it's nothing to do with Greg. Greg is Scottish as well. Well, it is a Scottish team today in 2nd and 3rd in the Alfa Romeos. Thought you slammed your head on the table just then. Do you think my table sounds like a can of Coke? I'd be worried. I'm going to go and clean this up, so I'm going to be 2 seconds. Whilst we've got a safety car, good time to do it, I suppose. And you know what? Let's swap out the Coke. Let's get a can of Peroni on the go. Because I think I'm going to need a drink after reading this chat. Jesus Christ. Can't wait for Greg to finish in P1, obviously. Well, let's hope so, Andrew, eh? Greg. You've got a newfound fandom, Greg. I mean, maybe you should start up a certain subscription website, you know? I feel like you'd be making some bank off of these horny motherfuckers. Oh, right. Looks like the safety car is going to be coming in this lap. 7 laps down, 19 drivers still in it. We only have one person with a penalty at the minute, that is Tom. Let's see if he can withhold himself from getting any more. Greg, we are loyal supporters. Well, just maybe less of the, you know what. I have 49.5k points. Thought that was interesting to say. Great. To be fair, Horizon, that is ridiculous. I've got 24,000 and I'm the bloody admin. You sweaty motherfucker. $53.3k points for Mando. Bloody hell. I'm just an RSF1 enjoyer. Aren't we all? I mean, we've got a variety of people in this chat today. We've got RSF1 enjoyers. We've got Greg enjoyers. We've got Greg's enjoyers. I love a good Greg's pasty. Although I'm Cornish, actually. That's sacrilege. Their pasties are shite. I'm a Greg Enjoyer, says Acincy00. I think, well, you've made that pretty clear, mate. And Smurf F212. I really enjoyed Greg Enjoyer. Nice. Right. How has that happened? I wasn't paying attention. How did Mega Centurion get to first and then retire? Okay, whatever. Let's get back into the grips of it as... No idea. But Evo coming down into... Well, he is first. Is Mega retired? How... What is this? Is this lobby desynced? I hope this lobby hasn't desynced. That would be a disaster. Or he's just had... he's rejoined again. Oh, Muddy Biscuit coming round the exit of Greg. Greg Enjoyers, you better get ready to be disappointed because Muddy Biscuit's going to splash all over your dreams. No, he doesn't. Greg defends beautifully wide, but Muddy Biscuit has not had enough. Muddy Biscuit wants Greg on toast. Coming down into the hairpin. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Mega Centurion disqualified for ignoring the drive-through penalty. Sure. Right, let's get back onto the tyre, shall we? Not only is Muddy Biscuit all over the back end of Greg, but we've got Reese all over the back end of Muddy. Muddy Biscuit now going through Puon straight on the throttle. It's Rishtekka's with a 3-second time penalty. Naughty, naughty. Drastic Blaze 1/10 of a second behind Itaro. Itaro goes a little bit wide. Drastic's thinking about pouncing on him. Here he goes up into Stavalo. Keeps it sensibly. Reese, though, isn't keeping it sensibly. He wants a bit of Muddy's rear end. And I think he's going to get it as he puts on his ERS. He's got 20% more ERS than Muddy. He's coming up into Blanchimont. Getting closer and closer. Coming down now into the bus stop chicane. Is he going to go for a move? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He thinks better of it as he backs out into the bus stop. I am a Muddy Biscuit enjoyer this horizon. Do you know what? So am I. Top lad. Good evening, streamer, says Mega Centurion. Hello, Mega. Would you mind enlightening us as to what the hell just happened as Sam gets past Drastic Blaze. Beautiful overtake from Sam there. Greg has managed to hold off the hungry Muddy Biscuit so far. Tell you who isn't being held off, and that is Sneddon from White, but he makes a mistake. Itaro now side by side with Drastic Blaze. Drastic Blaze loses 2 positions in 3 corners. Not a good start for Drastic as Itaro nearly goes into the back of Sam, but manages to just about hold on to it. Sneddon all over the backside of White. Coming down towards the hairpin, he's getting closer and closer. Is he going to make a move up the inside? He thought about it. He did a little bit of a dummy, but at the end he was just too far back. Let's get back up into the battle of the biscuits. Reese closing in now on Muddy. No, he's not. Muddy's pulled a gap, but Muddy went wide. That might have been a warning for Muddy. He's now falling out of the 1 second gap from Greg. I think Muddy Biscuit softs have gone off. Drastic Blaze still right up to the backside of Ataro after Ataro passed him. Ataro's not been able to pull a gap. And you're back! You have missed some hell of a conversation, I'll tell you that.
Mega Centurion disqualified for not serving his drive-through.
Yeah, can you tell us what actually happened? So he disconnected. So I think when you disconnected, your driver just somehow teleported into first place. And then drove past the pits, and then when you rejoined you got disqualified is what happened. So I'm really sorry, Mega. This game is a bunch of bollocks. Oh!
Well, at least you get a nice early night, Mega.
Reese makes a mistake into turn 1 as he nearly hits the back end of Muddy Biscuit. I was swinging my can of Peroni and I couldn't speak, but Sam Howes is now back past after a disaster of a turn 3 for Sam. He's got Muddy in his sights now as he opens up his DRS. He's a sitting duck. Oh my goodness me, this is going to be madness. This is going to be 3 abreast into the chicane. Oh, Itaro's gone for the dive bomb of all dive bombs. Itaro, you can't be doing that. Muddy Biscuit's getting swallowed. I've got to be careful what I say with these. I've got to be really careful what I say with these dirty buggers in the chat today. I tell you what, Drastic Blaze is eyeing up a move on Al Daff ahead of him. That was insane from Ataro then. Fair play.
Mega Centurion said he had a 20-second time penalty anyway.
Oh my goodness me! Al Daff is going up the inside of Puon on Muddy Biscuit. How on earth that was not a big collision, I will never know. But he gets the move done. But what it has meant is the Drastic Blazer got past Muddy as well. Muddy's soft must be absolutely ruined. Either that or they've overheated because he is falling down the grid.
His tyres are dead, I'd say.
They must be dead. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Who's called the yellow flag? Who's been a naughty boy? I don't know. No one knows. I think it might have been White. It has. He's fallen way down the grid. Oh dear, oh dear. He might have the qualifying pace, but he does not have the race pace. As Dan Burnett in the back
spinning. He has no
spinning.
damage, though, so he should be able to fight his way back up.
Fight his way back up until he spins again. Oh no, that's the pits. I thought he'd span. Don't retire in the pits.
Easton has caught right up to the back of Evo.
Oh, Evo had a nice big gap as well. Easton is on it as Snedden now 1/10 behind Muddy into Il Rouge. Oh,
are they going to keep it all clean this time?
Muddy Biscuit struggling on those tyres. He had a wobble at the top of Radion. Not only is it Atom, but it's also Tom. They're going to be 3 abreast again. Let's go into the overhead camera.
Contact between the Ferrari and the Williams.
Atom there got a bit wobbly on the apex. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Greg's not got a wing. Greg has binned it. There's a virtual safety car at some point. Oh dear. Look away in the chat. Greg has lost his wing. He's going to be pitting. He's going to be putting on a new wing. He's going to be at the back of the grid. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Greg, you're not meant to crash, you know. You're meant to stay in between the white lines.
I think he's been distracted by his friends doing naughty things. I mean, I'd be distracted if they were my friends too. Muddy Biscuit is down in 11th. Oh, Muddy. Oh dear. He really should have pitted under that last safety car. Because it's been a Desmond. Have you ever noticed this? Do you know? This is something I've only just noticed in the game, and I don't know if it's just like a visual glitch. Do you know when you have the telemetry up, and you can see like the brake? How even when they're not braking, it's got those little strikes of red. Have you noticed there are different lengths for every person?
Yeah, because
why?
That's how much. So you got the 2 bars, top and bottom. Tells you how much power that they've harvested for the electrical battery per lap, and then you've got the
yeah, but that's what you just got your ERS percentage total, which is normal. What's the brake bit?
Yeah, the brake bit is the middle arrows, tells you when they're braking or not. But the line that goes around the outside of that is how much power that they've harvested for the
electrical. Is that per lap?
Yeah.
Oh no! Atom has left. Where's he left? There's positions changing all over the place. I was distracted. FG Atom's left. He's rejoined. I think there might have been a collision somewhere. Right, let's get back into the action. Let's stop talking about brake bars, as we've got Drastic Blaze 4/10 behind Snedden.
Yeah, see, if you look at it when they brake,
it goes up.
It goes up.
I've just realised. What a flippin'... As you can tell, I don't spectate many races. What a muppet.
And then that resets after every lap. Atom has now left the session.
Oh dear, so I'm just having a drink. Reese now. Muddy Biscuit's got himself back up to 7th somehow with the madness that's been going on. Reese, though, is going to have that position back by this bus stop chicane at the rate he's closing. Here he comes. Muddy Biscuit is so slow round Blanchimont as Reese. Is he going to go round the outside? He brakes later, gets the inside for the next corner. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a textbook overtake. Beautiful, as we've got a four-way battle for 8th now. Getting very,
I'm on
very
board with
close.
DZNQs.
I am as well, as we've got Pigeon Munch right up behind him and Legends behind him as well. This is a massive battle as Itaro gets a pen. Naughty boy. Tell you who else is getting close. It's not Greg's friends. It's Easton. He is 4/10 behind Evo. Ipswich Techers, though, going past Muddy Biscuit and Reese. Oh, Muddy Biscuit's holding it in there. But he's been overtaken by 2 cars in one corner as they're side by side. And he's spun!
Oh, contact!
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Has hit the side of Muddy.
So, Muddy Biscuit was overtaken from Ipswich Techers around that corner. But it was on the inside and the outside. And I think Muddy Biscuit just slowly drifted out towards, tapped the inside of Ipswich's rear wheel and span, and then was just sat in the middle of the track, and DZNQ had nowhere to go. Sorry, pick up.
No safety car, though.
We might be nearly up to the... How many... We've had...
I think it's 5.
No, I think we've had 3 virtual safety cars and a safety car. We maybe... So I think we've only got 1 safety car period left, and we're only in lap 13. We might have 2 left. Here we go. The battle for the lead. It's been coming. They've been teasing us for the past 5 laps. But Easton
Andrew
is now...
in the chat have said we are loyal supporters.
They're the loyal supporters of Greg. Greg is currently 16th. He's going to get there one way or another as Easton now comes up rally on. He has got a boatload of DRS. He starts burning it. He puts on his DRS. Here he comes. He's closing. He's closing, but he's not closing enough.
Tom
Evo
right
has
on the
got...
back of Blaze.
Uh-oh.
Are they going to make it 3 wide?
Uh-oh.
Oh, they touch.
Oh. Nicely held by Tom.
Tom will have the traction, though.
That could have been an absolute disaster, but he held on to it well. Fair play. Oh, dear me.
This is a long race. We have another
Legends
30
gets
laps
past
left.
Reese. Nicely done. I know, I think I need to calm down on the... Oh, Greg! He's done it! Greg's got past White. He's gone from 16th to 14th in 2 corners. Greg's on it,
Right,
ladies and gentlemen.
Next up for Greg is Brett.
Dan Burnett, but he's 2.6 seconds up the road. I can tell you who is 2.6 seconds up the road.
Race.
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say. Legend is right on the back coming in to Stavolo. Oh, he nearly taps the rear end.
Right.
Legends
He's
on
going to
these
have
hard
more
tyres.
power. Mercedes or Red Bull?
I think Legends on these hard tyres is loving life now. Dan's mediums must be starting to wane just a little bit. He's not...
This is close.
I thought for a second he was going to go up the inside of Blanchimont, but he doesn't as he comes to the bus stop chicane.
I thought he was going to ram him off the track.
That
Was
was
that
a
close?
millimetre away from a disaster.
Is he going to get him down into
power
turn 1?
earlier. Oh, this is going to be an easy move, surely, into turn 1.
Sam
round the
Howes is in
outside.
the mix as well.
Sam Howes is as well. Oh, Sam keeps it very tight behind Reese as Legends get past, and so does Sam. Reese loses 2 positions, but it's these boys on the hard tyres that are loving life at the moment. Coming up, rally on. Sam now is going to have DRS on Legends. Legends going to be a sitting duck. Is Reese going to be able to get back past Legends with the DRS?
Sam
There
Howes
goes
got past
Sam.
Legends.
Here comes Reese. Reese doesn't have DRS. Sam now up into 9th place. The
White on
recovery
Greg.
is on. White
Side
on
by
Greg.
side. Greg's got it.
Oh dear. Look away, Greg fans. He's falling back again. Is he going to be down to 16th? I doubt it. Right. Drastic Blaze. 3/10 of a second behind Snedden as we are coming up to Stavolo. My laptop's gone, so I don't have the chat. Let me just fix
Pigeon
that.
Munch with a 3-second pen.
Oh, we've got a big chat from Andrew. He's conquered all of F1. He's never going to stop from Belgium down to Singapore. He's won the fucking lot. The times they have been hard will follow near and far. You always hear us roaring from the chats on RSF1, I'm assuming. Andrew, he loves it. He bloody loves it. Sam, now, all over the back of Pigeon Munch, coming into the bus stop chicane. Is he going to go up the inside? No, he's sensible. He breaks early. But Pigeon Munch has been caught a sitting duck there. No pigeons, just ducks. As IGN Legends is looking to take advantage.
That pigeon well and truly got shot.
Well, Sam managed to obviously break early, but scared the shit out of the pigeon. The pigeon shat everywhere as he missed his braking point and nearly lost the car. He did recover it well, to be fair. Didn't lose too much time, but he did lose a position. As Reese is in the pits. He's put on a brand new set of softs. Interesting strategy. I am Greg's number one. Oh, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Oh, dear.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear. Greg and White, they're at it again. He's getting up his rear end.
These medium tyres must be screaming.
Sorry, I'm reading this chat. Boys, you need to take a time out, I swear. Jesus Christ. Sam, he's not done with his overtakes today. Sam is right on the back of Ipswich Deckers through Stavilo. Ipswich had a bit of a wiggle, and Sam is going to take advantage of that as he is closing up to Blanchimont. They've got the same amount of ERS, but Sam is on much newer, much nicer tyres as Ipswich Deckers goes to defend the inside of the bus stop. Sam, though, he's having none of it. Boy, he's done the same thing to Pigeon! Oh my goodness me, what is Sam doing to these boys? These boys are weak at the knees. They see Sam coming and they don't know what to do.
He's done the same thing
Aldaf
to Ipswich. Aldaf. Oh, he's in pits.
Aldaf is in the pits. Oh my goodness me. We found Sam's signature move, and that's to scare the shit out of the people ahead of him. Easton has not been able to overtake Evo yet. I think Easton's playing this
Oh dear!
He's finally got the move done. It's taken him 3 laps, but he's done it. El Taro retires in the pits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sam and Tekkers have just had a bit of a collision. Sam, rejoining the track, got a 3-second penalty. I don't think Ipswich took too kindly to be being scared as he snapped back at Sam. I missed the actual collision. I've only seen the... Oh, no! I think that was naughty. I think that was naughty from Ipswich. That looked like he crashed on purpose. If anyone's in the chat, could you clip that for me, please? Thank you. Right. Now, let's get back on track. Aldaf on his brand new, fresh, sticky, medium tyres is all over the rear end of Atom on his worn, unhappy, old tyres. This is going to be the easiest move of the day. As Tom... Oh, no, Sned has pitted. I thought it was an overtake. Here we go. Coming up into Blanchimont. Round the outside, coming up to the bus stop chicane. Is Aldaf going to make the move done? Is he going to take a leaf out of Sam's book and scare the shit out of him? No, he just gets the overtake done easily. White, though, is going... Oh, dear. Oh, no, it's Sned in the pits again. I need to stop getting excited by people in the pits, I tell you. White on the... Oh! Snedden has come out on his soft tyres right in front of Atom. Right as we come up to Eau Rouge. Is Atom going to get... Oh! Nicely held from Atom there. The dirty air from Snedden, because he was so close, meant that he nearly lost the car. Snedden, though, is flashing his ERS as he goes round the outside of Aldaf into the chicane. This is beautiful racing, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it's done. As Aldaf manages to keep the position, that was well held. Fair
Snedden on
play,
Aldaf.
young man. Snedden on these soft tyres. They're sticky. They're quick. I don't think Aldaf's going to be able to hold him back for long, but with driving like that, he can hold him back all day as Greg has got a 3-second time penalty. Oh dear, Greg. Oh dear, oh dear. So, White now overtaking Atom on the outside. Atom thinks better of it. Let's go. But what that is going to allow us, that's going to allow Greg to take advantage as well, coming up into Stavolo. Atom's medium tyres are screaming for help as he's falling down the grid. Back to Snedden, 0.2 of a second behind Aldaf. He is closing at an audacious speed. He's not going to go up the inside of Blanchimont, is he? Oh! He nearly did. He nearly did, but he definitely used his brains there. I tell you, he's
That
not
was
falling for the
close.
trick, and that is Aldaf. He's not going to get scared into the bus stop chicane.
Snedden's running marginal on fuel and all.
Is he? He's obviously thought there was going to be more than one safety car. I mean, I'm not going to jinx it yet because there still could be. He's going to have to do some lifting and coasting at some point as we have a change of third place as Tom gets back past Drastic Blaze. These two here are having a right ding-dong of a battle.
Snedden back onto Aldaf, goes down the outside.
And
It's really
Snedden's got the move done. Surely he's going to run away with it now. Aldaf's not going to have an answer. Oh, I tell you, he does have an answer, and that is Atom. Oh, Greg gets past him, nicely done, but Atom is coming back. He's going to go up the inside of the hairpin on his really old tyres. He has scared Greg into leaving the gap, but he just cannot get there enough. As level, no idea, someone random's joined.
Level P.
Right, have I got a second to catch up with the chat? No, I don't. Snedden, right on the back of Pigeon Munch. He's basically pushing him through. Oh, it's a three-way battle. Oh!
Aldaf tried to go
so
down the
much
inside of Snedden.
They're going to be two abreast. Oh my goodness me, here they come. Up in towards Blanchimont. He's not going to go for an overtake around the outside of Blanchimont, is he?
He's on the grass.
Pigeon Munch backs out of it. That's sensible. But is Aldaf going to go up the inside on the bus stop? I don't think he's quite got the grip. He doesn't. Snedden, though, eyeing up a position now for Mercedes ahead. He is absolutely carving a path through this field as these soft tyres are giving him so much grip and confidence. Coming up to the first corner, completely misses the apex, but gets on the power nice and early. Legends had a bit of a wobble on the power. Coming down into Eau Rouge, he is closing, but he's only got 17% ERS, whereas Legends has got 90%. Jesus, Legends, use some of your power, man. But it's not, even with that power, it's not going to be able to withhold the power and beauty of these soft tyres.
Drastic has got back in front of Tom.
Here comes Aldaf. Ooh. I'm sorry I've not been watching this battle for third place. We've had battles everywhere. The way that Snedden's been carving through this grid, though. What position was Snedden when he pitted? He was like 4th, wasn't he, or 5th? This is good. So. What a move to go onto these soft tyres. He's nearly gained up again, up to 5th. He's only 6 seconds behind 5th now. How's our boy Greg getting on? Not too well, he's in 11th. Come on, Greg, don't let your boys down. White, though, 1/10 of a second behind Pig and Munch. Coming up into Stavolo. Is he going to make a move? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Oh.
He backs out of it.
That would have been a massive collision if he had gone for that. But he looks like he's close and coming up towards Blanchimont. He's got no ERS, whereas Pigeon Munch has got a boatload. But that boatload of ERS is not enough to hold back White on his...
Yes, it is.
Whoa, that was really nicely held from both of them. They go side by side, but they do have a little bit of a collision. Greg is going to take advantage. Here we go, Greg round the outside of Pigeon Munch. Gets on the throttle again, another throw with no ERS, but it doesn't matter because his tyres are too old to see that move is beautifully done.
Drastic in the pits.
Snedden has taken a second out of Sam Howells during this as well. Atom closing in on Drastic Blaze as Drastic Blaze come out to the pits. What's the battle of the tyres going to be like? We've got 19 old mediums against brand new hards. His best move getting the overtake done is now with the DRS. But obviously, Drastic Blaze tyres are still going to be stone cold. How long is it going to take him to get back past him? He really needs to not be held up much, otherwise this undercut against Tom isn't going to work. Snedden. No, he's not. These sort of Snedden soft tyres haven't gone off already, have they?
He might be overheating.
Right. Whilst I don't think there's going to be any overtakes right for the second, I'm certain. Let's get back on with Drastic as he's on his brand new hards. Let's have a catch up with the chat, shall we? Come on, Greg, easy overtake. Oh dear, no, I look back up and Drastic Blaze is going around the outside of Pigeon Munch. They're side by side in the S-Benz. Oh, that was a beautifully done overtake. Pigeon Munch showing his... Not Pigeon Munch, sorry. FGE Atom showing his level-headed there and not doing anything too stupid and knowing not to fight it too much because it was inevitable. Right, let's catch up back to the chat. Horizon, can you DM the clip for Diggles? I'm assuming that's the clip that I said about maybe the on-purpose crash. Yes, please. Greg is just buying the ingredients as this storm is about to cook up. Well, you know what? Let's hope. I'm here for a storm. Aldaf and Snedden are just cool. You got it,
Tom
glorious King Greg. On yourself, Greg. Get in there, son. He's gone in the pit.
He's gone in the pits to cover off Drastic.
Ooh.
Can he go for the undercut? No, it didn't work.
That was close. That was really close. Drastic Blaze is still behind Pigeon Munch, but Pigeon Munch Tom had to lift off then, or that would have gone sky high. He's going to go up the inside of the chicane. Oh, that bit of a bat. Oh, that was on the inside line, acceptable. Okay, is he going to go for a move up into the inside of the hairpin?
Drastic tyres will be warmed up now. Tom's will still be pretty cold.
This is hard but fair racing, and I'm all for it. Back on board with Tom. 5/10 behind his target ahead. They've been battling all race long, overtaking each other every other lap. Is this going to continue? We are now, ladies and gentlemen, halfway through this race. Diggles says, wow, 2 people actually went side by side without being lunatics. I know, it's crazy. Maybe Div 2 needs to take some notes and listen. As, ladies and gentlemen, don't get too excited, but Greg, he's 4/10 behind Legends ahead. He's on newer tyres than Legends ahead. He is closing him in, but Legends has got an obscene amount more ERS. Is that going to be enough to hold our favourite Greg behind? I tell you who isn't going to be holding anyone behind, and that is Pigeon Munch as he's about to get overtaken by Atom. Actually, no, he's not, because they're both on really old tyres. Surely Pigeon Munch's tyres are going to be better at this stage.
Yeah, Atom's on 21 lap old mediums. He's trying to go for a one lap.
Andrew says, Greg,
race.
Do it for your wife and kids. Come on, Greg. Your kids, they're watching. As Atom. Oh, Pigeon Munch nearly lost it through Rouge and Radion. He's lost a lot of pace, but the most important thing is he didn't crash as Atom gets past him. I tell you who else, they're battling. Tom gets past Drastic Blaze into the chicane. Beautifully done. Greg, back on the back end of Legends, who's also closing in on White up ahead. White on his much newer hards hasn't been able to clear the gap from Legends. Oh dear. Do you know, at this point, I'd actually wouldn't mind a few laps or just nothing, just so I can take a breather. This has been non-stop
Tom on
action,
Greg.
and we love it. Tom on Greg. Oh no! Oh no! It's happened again. Greg's gone. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Now, Tom was miles ahead of Greg, so I don't quite know what happened there. I'm assuming Tom and Drastic might have gotten a bit too close for comfort. maybe had a little bit of a wiggle, which invited Greg into the mix. And when Greg gets into the mix, disaster happens. He's spanned, and we've got a full safety car, ladies and gentlemen. It says virtual safety car, but I can see the safety car on the track. So, it's going to get spicy. As the leaders have pitted, this is interesting. Evo's pitted for the hards, Easton's pitted for the softs. So Easton's going to be doing a 2-stop to the end. Evo's surely going to get these to the end easily. This is going to be interesting. Can Easton pull off the 2-stop? He's the only driver at the moment that's going for it. Everybody's deciding to go for the 1-stop. Now, these drivers, they've got
a safety car.
Yeah, there we go, finally. These drivers have been getting medium tyres 22 laps, so they only really need to go another 22 laps to get these to the end. So mediums of Sam, that's going to be one to look out for. Evo, should he have gone for the mediums? I don't know. Aldaf as well has gone on the hards. This is going to be really interesting. Go on then, chat.
On the hards.
Give us your say, chat. Do we think Easton can do the 2-stop, the double stop, and make it work, or is this a disaster of a strategy? Shout. Let us know what you think.
I think it's a disaster.
I back my man, and I think he's going to do it. I tell you about the man who I did back, who at the start of the race was looking like he'd done some masterclass, is Muddy. He's down to 14th. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And do we have any Nepenthes fans in the chat? As Ipswich Teppers has gone from the front to 16th? Andrew says, ban him, get him gone, he's just taken out my glorious king. I knew you'd be upset, mate, I knew you'd be upset. But look, at the end, there's 22 laps to go.
It's K. Dot. I said, Greg should be disqualified.
No. We can't have our Greg disqualified, come on now. Tom's a bum, free up Tom Stevens, Tom's the goat. Duck Greg, the little mug. Oh dear. Less of that, please. Nobody touches my glorious, luxurious king. I mean, does he like it up the backside? Well, Greg ended up in the barrier. I don't think he does. Tom's the best driver on this grid. Come on then, it stopped. He wins this. Diggles is going for Tom to win it. Well, he's 13th. He's on the hard tyres. He has got a fight on his hands. Awful big mouth this guy's got. Well, I'm sorry, but it is my job to chat shit about this stream, isn't it? What do you want me to say? Nothing? Well, I'm sure. Actually, don't answer that, because there's going to be lots of people in the chat which would rather I shut up. so don't answer that. Andrew, oh no, Woody, I'm not going to allow that message. Let's keep that one stuck. Not you, sorry, Andrew. Okay, good, because I didn't want to fall out with you, Andrew, mate, but we were close. All right, I've been friendly to your friend Greg. Don't make me start going against him. All right, you've been warned. Running his mouth about Greg, how dare he? Oh no, don't you worry, I've got your back.
What's wrong with Greg?
No, there's nothing wrong with Greg. There's nothing wrong with Greg. I think there's a couple of people that don't like. To be fair, we didn't see what happened in Tom and Greg, so I don't know whose fault that was. We're not going to comment on whose fault it was. We're just going to hope that, everyone's calms it down a bit.
It's all right. No one likes me. I don't get any support.
I like you.
No, I just said no one likes me.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you. No one likes you then.
Just the way I like it, because then there's no pressure.
Oh, mate. Why do you think I actually, do you know what? I'm going to put it out there. I think this is genuine. I reckon I'm the most disliked person in the league, let's be honest here, because people don't like it when I put my foot down. And, I've pissed off. I have pissed off plenty of people, so I think I take the rabbit for the most disliked person in the league.
Oh, you are Cornish.
Mm-hmm. Tom and C. White, the goats, and Greg is dog water. Boo! So he can silence the critics. No chance, Cornish. Get Greg banned. Every steward in the league takes the title for the most hated person. Do you know what, Diggles? You're probably right. Why do you think I've not decided to be a steward
safety car
as the safety car is coming in? Now, Easton, on these soft tyres, is going to want to storm past Evo straight away and then just gone. He's going to be, he's gone, I'm gone. That's what he's going to want in his... But he's not Scouse, he's Scottish, so I can't... Can you do a Scottish accent?
No.
Was that an attempt when he went, no?
No.
Scottish. Oh! I was about to do an accent, but Evo's gone already! He caught me off guard. He's caught everybody off guard. What an unbelievable safety car restart from Evo. Tell you what, though, these soft tyres are already showing their advantage as Easton is now able to close the gap into the chicane. But it's an 8-10th lead into the first corner. Unbelievable. We've got anybody going...
Easton will get past Evo, but there won't be enough of a gap for him to get back in. The tyres that he's got will not last until the end of the race.
So, I think if Easton gets past him this lap, right, next lap, I think Easton's then just going to have free traffic. Is it going to be this lap? Coming up to the outside of the chicane. Oh, he thought about it, but he's got buckets of pace. He's going to get the move done before the hairpin. Up the inside.
Those soft tyres will last you
Evo
about 14 laps, I'd say.
Easton, my hero, gets the overtake done. He's now going to be gone. As we've got the drivers following behind. Sam Howes on his medium tyres. He's not going to want to be held up by Evo either. Coming into P1. He's all over the back end of Evo. Is he going to be making a move into the S's? He's getting closer and closer.
Gregor's taken race.
Not close enough. Evo does miss the apex of the first S. That's allowed Sam to get right up behind him into Stapolo. I don't think Evo's liking his hard tyres at the minute. Someone who is liking hard tyres is Aldaf. Aldaf is keeping right on the backside of Sam.
Tom, 3 seconds.
How is our boy Greg getting on? Oh dear, he's miles behind anybody. Who isn't miles
Sned
behind?
on the back
Sam.
of Aldaf.
Here comes Sam. Ooh, oh my goodness me. That was beautiful. Oh dear.
Oh God.
Sned hits Aldaf on the inside. Sam, I don't quite know what Sam just did. What Sam just did was wizardry. He was right up the back end of Evo, coming into the braking zone.
There's Williams there as well.
He gets off the brakes, dips off the brakes, and still manages to go around the outside. That was a sensational move. So far, the overtake of the day. Snedden now on the back end of Evo. These medium tyres are having a blast as they're coming up to the inside of the hairpin. We've got a 2x2x2 situation here. Oh, Easton!
He gets on the power early.
Easton did not get away on those soft tyres. Sam has been able to overtake and take the lead. This is worst case scenario for Easton. As Snedden is currently got White on his inside, coming up to no name. White backs out of it to go around the outside. Sensibly done. But by backing out of it, it's allowed Aldaf to get right behind him as well into P1. Keep it sensible, boys. This is beautiful.
Round here.
Yeah, but I was expecting Easton to cook. Come on now. That Scottish man's rapid, but it's not looking like it's his day so far. He's going to have to get right back past Sam again if he wants this 2-stop to work. Snedden with a 3-second time penalty.
That's going to hurt.
Who is the closest into Blanchimont? Snedden is right on the back of Evo into Blanchimont. Is he going to make
Sam
a move?
Howes is #1 driver.
Yeah, he has been for ages, you flipping idiot. As Evo goes up the inside of Snedden. This is beautifully done. Oh my goodness me, it's 2x2x2 again. It's Noah's Ark as they come into turn 1. Is anybody going to be going for a move though? No, not. They're keeping it all sensible. They're going to wait for the DRS straight. Legends as well. But Drastic Blaze had a little bit of a wiggle. Is that going to allow Pigeon Munch to get past him? Pigeon Munch is closing, but he's not closing enough. Back into the battle at the front. Snedden right on the back of Evo. Evo on these hard tyres is falling down the grid. This doesn't matter because you'd like to think his tyres are going to be the better off it near the end. White's coming from nowhere. Is he going to get 2 moves done? No, he gets the 1 move done. Evo's lost 2 moves in 1 straight. Unfortunate for him. Is he going to now be overtaken by Aldaf and Legends from behind? What he does get done, though, is a 3-second time penalty The pressure is getting to the lad. Coming up to No Name. This is a battle of the ages here for all of these drivers. They're all close. Who's going to get an overtake done? I don't know. Let's hope one of them does. Without crashing, please. I don't even know what I'm saying. Now, tell you what I am seeing is a ghosted Tekkers. Is he left? I don't know. I'm hoping that's just a visual glitch. Right, let's have a quick chat. Get in there, Greg. Too easy. He's just been unlucky. Greg has been unlucky, to be fair. I feel sorry for Greg. Drastic Blaze is closing in on Legends, but so is White on Snedden again. Coming up to the bus stop chicane, he backs out of it. Does not want to go for a move. Why are people using lots of ERS? It's lap 28, not 43 or 44. I can tell you why they're using lots of ERS, Horizon. It's because they're in a massive train. Oh dear. Drastic Blaze hits the back end of Legends, but he was nice and made sure he didn't re-overtake him, but that has lost Legends some time. Luckily, though, he's still within the DRS. Yeah, is Tekkers still ghosted?
Yeah, apparently he's no longer on Xbox.
Oh dear, we've got two drivers side by side of Evo and Aldaf coming up to the chicane. White just got past Snedden on the straight, and Aldaf has got past Evo. Evo's falling further and further back on these hard tyres. Was this the wrong decision? Is he going to be able to gain later on in the stint?
Let's look at the penalties. So Sam Hauser's got 3, Snedden has got 3, Evo has got 3, Legends has got 6, Pidgey Munch has got 3, Tom has got 6, Barnett has got 3, Greg 3, Ipswich Tekkers 9, and Reese with 3.
Oh dear, lots of penalties. To be fair, I'm definitely going to have more tomorrow, so I can't even, judge them. I tell you who I can judge, Easton. He is not getting past Sam. If anything, Sam is pulling a bigger gap. Sam is pulling a blinder on these tyres. Drastic Blaze is pulling closer and closer to Legends. After hitting him up the rear end of turn 1, they've been able to get straight back in the fray. Nobody's going for a move up into the chicane. No one was close enough yet. Who's the closest battle on tracks? It's probably still Drastic Blaze.
A little bit of a rear end slide from Tom coming out the last corner. He's drifting an F1 car. You shouldn't be drifting it. They're driven to be... They're made for going around a track, not drifting.
To be fair, with this game, isn't it quicker to drift around like Monaco and things? It's actually quicker to drift than it is to drive normally. So maybe it's quicker to drift around here as well. You never know. Tell you what,
not if you like your tyres.
And that's Legends is getting very close to Evo. Is Evo going to lose another position? I think it's inevitable at this rate as Legends is closing and closing and closing. But Evo did do the chicane beautifully and managed to get that time back. Andrew says safety car right now would be brilliant. Horizon 40 says only 3 DNFs with one to skew in 30 laps. I am impressed. We either have hit the safety car limit or there's one more left. So we either have hit it or we've got one more. I'm not sure. I've lost count. Aldaf though on these hard tyres. Evo's struggling. Aldaf is loving life. He's right on the back of Snedden. Drastic Blaze has now been behind Legends for quite a while, but he's not losing any time. He seems to just be keeping it in there. Is he being sensible, or does he just not quite have the pace to get past him? What do you think?
I think his tyres are cooked. He just doesn't have the pace.
What, the mediums already?
No, Easton on House.
Where's that come from? I asked you a question about Drastic Blaze, you bloody idiot.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying about Easton and House. Blaze, he can do it. I think he just needs a little bit more traction and to use a little bit more.
He needs to take a line out of Knight's book. He can do it.
There we go. Here he goes.
Here we go, who? Legends on Evo. Evo's going to lose another position. Oh, Evo wiggling in the straight. Legends, I think, got away with damage there, but he has got... Oh, dear. That was a bit naughty from Evo there. Hopefully Legends hasn't got damage. Oh, Drastic Blaze is going to take advantage. Up the inside of the hairpin. Oh my goodness me. What a move that was. He saw Legends' weakness and he took full advantage of it. The way that Legends is losing pace, though, I'm worried he does have a little bit of damage. Let's hope that it wasn't. Maybe he just had some dirty tyres from going offline. FGE Atom now. Are these hards finally starting to be quicker? Atom is right on the back of Pigeon Munch. I think these hard tyres are starting to cross over to be the quicker tyre now. Aldaf as well is only 4/10 behind Snedden ahead. But here comes Atom up into Blanchimont. We've got a yellow flag. It was... Oh dear, boys and girls. I don't think you're going to be very happy. I think that yellow flag was Greg. But FGE Atom gets round the outside. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Pigeon Munch and Dan, that was. I think Pigeon Munch just turned into Dan. Didn't quite catch it fully, but I think he's retiring. Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Well, let's move on. As we have... Oh, Legend up into Radion! He's side by side with Atom. Atom's hard tyres are definitely quicker than Legend's mediums at the minute, but that was some glorious battles into Radion. Coming up into the chicane. Legend's taking much more curb, so he's still feeling confident on these tyres. He just doesn't quite have the pace of the hards ahead. Now
Pigeon Munch's car is out on track causing yellow in Sector 1.
We've now got the McLaren teammates getting very close of Blaze and Evo. Whereas Aldaf has been loving life on these hards, Evo's really struggled. He's now lost another second to Aldaf in a lap, allowing Drastic Blaze's teammate to get right up behind him. What's the chat saying? I'm imagining Greg's friends are upset. Greg's friends are upset. Absolute irrelevant opinion. Oh dear, I heard gravel. Drastic. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Now what's gone on here, boys? Drastic Blaze, Atom and Legends, they're just spinning around for fun and games. I heard gravel. I think Drastic Blaze just went wide out of Stavilo and just caused mayhem for the drivers behind him. Right. Dan Burnett now closing in on Tom ahead. I tell you who has massively surprised me.
See White on Easton.
Easton's... have these soft tyres gone already? Easton is losing so much time to Sam ahead and has been overtaken.
They overheat and then go off.
Ooh,
that's what I'm saying.
Sam lost it through the chicane, but actually caught that beautifully. That was very impressive to watch. As Dan gets past Tom into the chicane, down on the older hards, but manages to get the move done. But Tom's having none of it. He dives up the inside of the chicane, side by side through. Lovely done. Evo gets another
3
penalty.
seconds.
Aldaf. He's sniffing an opportunity on Snedden soon. He's been closing and closing and closing. Can they get the move done?
See White closing the gap on Sam. Very slowly, but he's getting there. Is it going to be quick enough though?
Aldaf coming up to the bus stop chicane. He's got 52% ERS to Snedden's 13. He's got 9 lap old hards compared to Snedden's 9 lap mediums. He's 3/10 behind him, but Snedden does have DRS of Easton ahead. Easton still hasn't pitted for his second set of softs. Aldaf round the exit of turn 1. Is he going to get past Snedden this lap? This move has been 5 laps in the making. Is he going to get it done now? Snedden goes a little bit wide through Radion, but that has lost him a boatload of speed. Here comes Aldaf, turns on his DRS. In the end, an easy move as he goes back in for the racing line into the chicane. Lovely. Aldaf now has the soft runner of Easton.
Barnett has got in front of Tom.
These two are battling side by side, Tom and Burnett. Nice, easy moves. I like to see that. Easton, when will he pit? Or is Easton going to do something crazy and try and get his tyres to the end? Surely that's impossible.
Third place is Aldaf's.
Andrew says, honestly, mate, Greg is just suffering from poor luck. Luck? Ain't nothing going to happen to Greg. Greg's still going. We'll always support him through the thick and thin. Any chance of getting a Greg interview after the race? You know what? I rate your commitment to the Greg. You know, he's lucky to have friends like you. But unless he gets in the podium, I'm not interviewing him. Because, you know, he's just not been good enough today. At the end of the day, you can make your own luck. As Aldaf gets past Easton, surely Easton's going to pit. Surely he's going to pit. He doesn't! Oh dear. He's not good. Easton, I don't understand why he's not pitting. Is he just waiting for a safety car now? Because surely if he's got any chance of actually getting a decent result out of this, he needs to commit to the 2-stop. And by committing to the 2-stop, he's got to pit.
He will have to pit anyway because these tyres aren't making it.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. Like it looks like he's just... Oh dear. Snedden all over the back. He's now got dirt on his tyres, but he is going to get that move done easily.
It's exactly what I said. He's going to have to do the 2-stop because the tyres aren't going to make it to the end.
But, so the thing is, right, so if his tyres aren't going to make it to the end, he's got the option of either staying out, right, and waiting for a safety car, but the longer it takes for that to happen, the further down the grid he's going to fall, or he commits to the 2-stop and pits and tries it. He can't just, like, do nothing, because otherwise he's going to fall all the way down. Surely at some point he's going to have to cut his losses and come in and pit.
Well, there's 9 laps left. These tyres aren't going to make 20 laps. There's no way on that. He has no penalties. So I would come in, put on a new set of softs, fight my way back up the field, and then with the people with penalties, he might go straight back up into like 4th place, maybe even 5th.
Yeah, he's got to pit at this point. He's got to pit. Drastic Blaze. Is he going to be able to get himself into the points? He's now 4/10 of a second behind Atom.
Easton doesn't pit.
Oh dear, Easton. I feel like he's throwing away a potential top 5 finish here. The longer he stays out. Oh, Drastic Blaze got all wobbly on the exit of the last corner. That's going to ruin any opportunity of him getting overtake this lap, I think. Do you know what? The driver who I actually think is putting himself into contention for the win here is Aldaf. He's now only 3.5 seconds off the lead. He's on these hard tyres, which by the end of the race are going to be the better tyre. The driver ahead of him with white has only got 6. Oh dear.
Blaze DNF. Safety car.
He's done it at Radion. This is the safety car Easton's hopes and prayers have been waiting for, because surely everyone's going to pit now for soft tyres. Like, the whole grid has got to pit. So Easton's race has been saved. Now, if he'd just gone on the mediums out of the last safety car, he'd still probably be second, right? But at least he's only fallen to 5th, because this was his plan all along. So we are going to be in, ladies and gentlemen, for an absolute barnstorming final 6 laps. Is that how many racing laps there's going to be? There's going to be 6 or 7 racing laps left.
3. There should be 6.
Horizon says softs for everyone, surely.
Yeah,
Horizon.
everyone goes
Easton's
softs.
race is saved. Andrew says, Greg, come bound in... Come bound? Greg, come back inbound. I tell you what, Greg has come bound after this race, judging by your mates. Bloody hell. Right, who's going to pit?
The only
Sam
person
doesn't,
that
White
I
doesn't,
can see
Aldaf
staying
pits.
out
White and oh
Reese.
dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I think the top two drivers have just thrown this race win away because they're going to be the only drivers who've stayed out. They're going to have everybody behind them on brand new soft tyres whilst they're on 14-lap-old mediums. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
They
raced
should
for
they should have
37
come in.
Yeah, they definitely should have come in. They've raced
only
for 37
person-
laps for what's going to be nothing at this rate.
The only person that should have stayed out should have been Reese.
No, Reese shouldn't have stayed out. Reese is right at the bloody back. He definitely should pit as well. At this rate,
But
they should all pit.
if he made it round fast enough to get into the pits and overtake everyone.
No, he would have been stuck behind the safety car. He hasn't pitted. Reese has stayed out. That is silly from Reese. He should have pitted. And do you know what? I think Reese might be an AI. Maybe I don't know. But the AI of Ipswich Tech hasn't pitted. Andrew, your guy's 11th pal retire. I tell you what 11th means, Woody. That means he's only one position off points and he's on soft tyres. Anything could happen. Mushy, I believe in Greg. Do you know what? So do I. I believe in Greg too. Reese looks like AI to me. I mean, I don't know if AI would take that much curb. I mean, it is AI behaviour not pitting when you're at the back of the grid. But
I've seen AIs drive it into a wall, so seeing it take too much curb.
Yeah, that's definitely not AI. He took so much exit curb then. That can't be AI. I think he's just a muppet for not pitting. Surely, he can pit this lap. I'm hoping he's seen his mistake and will pit.
Yeah, but it could be just the EA servers.
No. That's not EA servers. That is not an AI driving this car. The amount of curb this man is taking. He's right on the limit of the track limits. An AI does not do that. The AI stick to the racing line, don't they? The racing line is on the track, it's nowhere near the limits. Okay, Reese had weird AI pedal inputs earlier. I mean, yeah, no, it's not an AI. Oh, Legend's got a bit wibbly wobbly, but Reese still hasn't pitted. Do you know what I think Reese is going to be doing? I think he just wants to get to the end of the race and just wants people around him to crash. So he's just going to take it sensible, I think. That's why he's not gone on the soft, just so he doesn't get himself into any danger, maybe. Let's have a catch-a-rooney with the penalties. Aldaf sitting pretty. The front driver on the soft tyres with 0 penalties. Everyone else around him has got 3 seconds. Easton as well. The safety car saved his race. Well, he's saving his own race at the minute for not getting a penalty. The 2 drivers behind him have got 6 seconds with Dan Burnett on 3. Then Muddy Biscuit, the ever Mr. Consistent, doesn't have any pens. Is his race back on? And then everyone behind him has got 3, 6 and 9 penalties.
Easton could get P1 here.
He
could if he can pick up some speed around that.
I think it's going to be Aldaf. I think Aldaf has shown more pace this race, maybe. I don't know. I think Aldaf's going to do it. It depends how much Snedden and Easton attack him from behind, to be fair. And it depends how hard Sam and White battle it. I feel like they're going to battle it hard, but it is going to only be a losing battle at this rate, with everyone behind them on the softs. Aaron says, came here hoping for a non-Dutch Red Bull driver to win. Clearly I'm not getting that with Aldaf being Dutch and in a Red Bull. Well, you may get it, I don't know. Who was it that did the safety car restart last time and they went really early?
News for you, Aldaf has actually got to be careful. He's got 2 warnings for track limits.
Whoa. How many warnings does the Scotsman have?
But as far as I've seen, none.
Whoa. And what about Muddy?
I'm just going through it now.
The safety car is now
one
in,
for
so
Muddy
Sam,
so far.
Sam can go at any point. Is he going to go early like the last driver did? Or is he going to leave it till the very last corner? He's gone! He's gone! He's gone! Coming up to the bus stop chicane. Obviously, nobody can overtake by the letter of the law. You cannot overtake until you've crossed the start line. But people are going to be eyeing up a move. Surely Aldaf's going to get a move done early on white here. Now they're allowed to overtake.
Easton 1 warning, Muddy 1 warning.
Ooh. Here comes Aldaf. Up El Rouge. He's got so much more grip. He gets... Oh dear. Here comes Snedden. That little tap has taken away all of Aldaf's momentum. They are
Aldaf
free abreast
caught out
coming.
Easton.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So, what happened in that incident? Well... Snedden was overtaken. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Easton. He got turned sideways.
I can't even comment on what's going on here. This is just madness. All these drivers on soft tyres and they can't drive cleanly.
It looks
Easton
like Muddy,
down
if he
to
can keep this, he could potentially have third.
I'll tell you who's going to be having first in a minute, and that is Aldaf. These soft tyres, he's loving life. Sam is nothing but a sitting duck as Aldaf takes the lead. Legends.
Easton back up into 7th.
Legends and Atom side by side. Round Blanchimont. Oh, Atom's gone. He went up the inside of Blanchimont and it was impossible to hold.
Easton and Evo. Side by side into the start finish. They touch.
Easton somehow stays ahead.
Side by side
going
into
up the inside. Oh, that was a lovely move. Legends as well is going to have a sniff at this as well. Easton is having a disaster. He's just falling back. I don't know if he's got damage from the collision. What I do know is Legends is all over him. Here he comes. DRS is not enabled until next lap. So it's just the pure power of the ERS as Legends goes up the inside of the chicane and gets the move done. Tell you who else is going to be getting the move done, and that is Dan Burnett. This safety car is... Oh!
Oh, what happened there?
Dan Burnett completely missed his braking point. Got taken off guard completely by the medium driver of white. Oh, no! This is just madness. I don't know how Easton didn't crash then, but Evo and Easton got a bit wibbly wobbly, and Easton ended up all over the grass. What was I saying about the collision? I don't know. There's too much going on. I'm sorry. My brain. I'm hot. It's bloody hot. Here we go.
Legends on biscuit.
Greg into 10th place. Been passed by White, but Greg is not going to let it go. Is he going to get him into the bus stop chicane? He's thinking of it. He backs out of it. Sensible Greg. But back to Legends.
Legend gets terrific traction off the last corner. Not enough though.
Ooh.
3 laps remaining.
He got a power slide out of turn 1. That's going to cost him time all the way down this straight. And it's a bloody long straight at that. Anybody going to be fancying a move? Greg gets another penalty. Naughty Greg. I tell you who does fancy a move, and that is Tom past Sam. Can Sam
And
hold
Evo
up?
past Easton, yellow.
Oh.
Easton's out. Safety car.
There's another safety car. What? I thought we had all our safety cars.
So did I.
Okay. So, did you see what happened between Easton and Evo?
No. Oh, I just saw his name just come up.
Do you know what? Is there anything worse than racing for 41 laps and then crashing? Oh, I feel so sorry for Easton.
Yeah, there is something worse.
What?
Like me, what happened at last season 1 race? I was in pole and then I go and bin it in a wall all by myself.
Well, did you not know what happened to me last season?
Was you on pole at the time?
Last season at China, or the season before at China, I got pole. As the lights went out, I span it on the start-finish straight and DNF'd. On pole position. I went straight into the wall and died. That's the most embarrassing thing. But at least it was the start of the race, so even though I embarrassed myself, I didn't waste an hour of my time racing.
No, do you know what the most embarrassing thing was for you?
Oh, go on.
Binning it on the start-finish straight, lap 1.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. So
we were like, what can Cornish do? Oh wait, Cornish has crashed out.
So Greg has pitted for new soft tyres as well as Evo. Is there going to be? There's only going to be like one. Surely the safety car is in this lap, so that there's enough laps to complete under green flags.
It'll be in this lap.
Yeah, it's got to be in this lap. Horizon says, is this like Season 6, Turn 2, F2 Cota, 2 safety cars near the end? Maybe. Rodders, you got a puncher on the last lap with a 10-second lead. Matty says, ooh, last lap antics. Hello, Matty. Greg pitting because of damage. Oh dear. So, we have 4 drivers at the back of the grid, all pitted for brand new soft tyres. One of those drivers... Are they any of them AI? No, then none of them are AI. Who is AI is Ipswich Techies. Reese Boy still hasn't pitted on his 13-lap-old mediums. And what was the
best ever decision you had done that earned you a victory?
Oh, mate.
Round here.
I don't. Round here?
Sorry, not round here. On this game.
On this game? I've not had I've not had a league race victory on this year's game. Oh no, I lie. Have I? I did win a race this season, I think. I can't even remember. Don't know. What I do know is the safety car is in this lap.
Okay, what about your best decision on any F1 game that earned you a victory?
Mate, I'm an old man. Do you think I can remember?
I'm old as well, so...
I need to think about the answer to that one, but what I'm thinking about right now is this safety car restart, as we have 2 laps of scintillating action to come your way. The safety car is coming around the bus stop chicane, so Aldaf can release at any point from now. Is he going to go early? Is he going to take us to the line?
Mine was Oz last season. I was meant to come in for Inters, but I didn't select the Inters.
Aldaf has gone. We're back under racing. We'll continue that discussion in a minute.
Greg, 5-second penalty.
Oh, Greg. Greg fans, be distraught, cry in anger. Greg's crashed. What an idiot. Who isn't an idiot? Aldaf. He's flying. Tell you else who isn't an idiot? Muddy Biscuit with 0 penalties. Surely he is set for a podium. He just has to stay with the pack. Is anybody going for an overtake? I'll tell you who is. That's Greg. Greg gets past Evo into the apex of turn 1. Legends is eyeing up a move on Muddy. He's got so much more traction as he goes round on the straight.
But
that's got an easy overtake.
So he got held.
Howes is now a sitting duck on these medium tyres. Is Muddy and Legends able to get past him quickly?
Yeah, as I was saying, me at Australia, it started to rain, so I thought, I'll come in for some inters. But I picked the wrong tyre in the end and come out on softs. I managed to keep the heat in so I could go round, and then the track dried up with like 4 laps left. And then I just overtook everyone on one.
Oh, I can tell you what my best decision in any game was. We are going back to F1 2012. Yes, I'm that old. I've been league racing that long. I was at the back of the grid, right? I was in 15th position at this track, right? And there was 4 laps left and it started raining. I was the only driver that pitted for the intermediates, and in those 2 laps I overtook everybody because it stormed down and none of them pitted. That was my best race win ever. And that was only 11 years ago. I've not done anything better in 11 years.
Do you know how old I was 11 years ago?
I don't want to know the answer to that.
Why, you think I'm that young?
No, to be fair, you're similar age to me, I think. In actual fact, I think you're older than me.
I was 20 11 years ago.
Yeah, you are older than me, you old fart. Yeah, I'm only 29.
Yeah, I'm 31.
I'm a young man. I tell you who is also a young man, and that is Oh! I was going to say Sam Howes, as Legends is trying to get past him, but Sam Howes is doing defending of the gods. As he sent Legends for a kip. As Legends gone wide, and that's allowed Atom to get back past him. Sam is defending this beautifully. Muddy Biscuit's trying to keep things sensible as he knows he'll get these positions done over penalties easily. Is he going to be able to hold on to a podium? I don't think he will. FGE Atom around the outside of the chicane on Sam Howes. That is beautiful. What an overtake. There is nothing Howes could do on his old tyres to stop that from happening, as we have Muddy Biscuit now closing in. Is Aldaf holding on to the race win? He will with these penalties. What a barnstormer from him. As we come around the final corner, Aldaf, is he going to give us a wiggle? As he comes off the line, he does. Well
Muddy
done,
and Legends.
Aldaf. Muddy gets past Legends, but obviously he's going to pass him under penalties anyway as they come up to the line. Any last minute manoeuvres? We've got C. White sideways. Oh dear, what's happened there? No idea, but Snedden's also got his 5-second penalty. Oh dear, I can breathe.
Quick update on
Evo just crashed on the final corner.
Quick update on the Evo Eastern situation. According in the Discord to Eastern, Evo has swiped Eastern.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we'll leave that for the stewards to decide. Let's have a look at what the final results are after all of those penalties. So, in first place, we have Aldaf. In second place, Muddy Biscuit, for being a clean driver, Mr. Consistency. He started 14th and he comes home in second. What a result for that man, with Dan Burnett in third. Dan's race saved by the safety cars, as I think with only 15 laps to go, he was dead last. FGE Atom in fourth. Coming home in fifth is Tom, with Sam Howes in sixth. Sam could not hold on to those mediums. He did well to only drop to sixth, to be fair. Coming home in seventh was Legends. In eighth, we've got our boy Greg. He started in ninth, he finished in eighth. Goated. In ninth, we've got Reese B07. And in 10th, we've got Snedden. And then those are the rest of our finishers. How many DNFs did we get? 5 DNFs. Do you know what? For a 100% race, 5 DNFs isn't too bad. Easton doesn't count as a DNF, as he did crash with 4 laps to go. So he does get classified as a finisher, technically. Driver who comes home with the fastest lap is FGE Atom. He would have done that near the end on those soft tyres. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Spa. That is our first 100% race. How do you think that went?
It was a chaotic one, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was a long one, but I think the length allowed for a lot to happen. I feel like that you get some races where just nothing happens, right? I feel like something happened on every single lap of that race. It was non-stop action. Have you invited the top 3 into the party?
I have done twice already.
Lovely. Whilst we're waiting for them to join, let's catch up with the chat. Horizon comes in with a Cornish goat. My best win was at Kota seasons ago because all my other wins were taken away. Unlucky. Slick says he was 4 when it was the F1 2012 season. Oh dear. Aldaf, the first 100% race winner in RSF1. Awesome. See white laughing emojis. Also, Greg gets points. Damn. Have that, mate. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Hippo asks how many finished. 13 finished. Can't wait for tomorrow, says Horizon. I beg for a one-off interview from Greg. Sorry, it's not happening. And Greg says Tom spun me out midway through the race.
Actually, it could happen if they don't join the thing.
Do you know what? If these top 3 don't join, we'll get a Greg interview.
We'll give them until 22 minutes past to join.
Who is it that I'm inviting again? It's Muddy, Aldaf.
And who was the Williams? No, not the Williams, the Hash driver.
Dan Burnett.
Yep.
Oh, my recently played with isn't working. Oh, no, it is. There we go.
It's because Xbox doesn't like you.
Not many people like me.
I didn't say people, I just said Xbox.
Well, I don't think we might be having a Greg interview here. Greg, are you on Xbox? Because if you're not on Xbox, we're going to struggle to do an interview. Greg is on Xbox. Well, we're 1 minute away from you boys getting your wish. It's 22 minutes past. It's time. Let me get Greg.
I can't even find him on my recent.
I've invited him. You boys, ladies and gentlemen, you've got your wish. Greg has been invited. Is he going to join, or is he going to bottle it? Is he going to join?
I've invited him as well, so he has no excuses.
Come on, Greg. Come on, Greg. The people want it. We don't want to speak to your supporters because they're going to say something that's going to get us banned. We want to speak to you, and he's joined. Here comes Greg. Greg, have you included your audio?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Greg, you've had the world on your shoulders. You've had hundreds of fans in the chat edging you on whilst you've been edging them on, mate. It's from the sounds of it. They've been watching your every lap, your every move, your every delta change from start to finish. You had a Goliath performance. You started 9th. You finished 8th. Talk us through your race. How did it go, Greg?
Well, I got a good start. A lot of people spinning out got me up into P1. And then a few laps later, I was in P3. I spun into a wall. Had to pit. I wasn't too great. But you know, my fans were always by my side cheering me on. That's what kept me going. Got spun out again by Tom. Wasn't too happy, but you know, Andrew and Adam, they're my biggest fans. They really helped me stay in the race, and then I got that P8 in the end, which is good. Happy with the points.
Very good points, very good points. Now, Greg, I'm going to be honest, mate. I don't have a clue who you are. How's your season gone? Have you done well? How's your season been
well,
going?
I only joined last week and I disconnected
Okay.
in the first lap, so that's really my
Oh.
first race.
So that's why I've not heard of you before. Well, I tell you what, Greg, you've gained a fan today. I'm going to be spurring you on for the rest of the season, mate. You've had a great second race. Lots of action, lots of clean racing, apart from that little accident. Well done, mate.
Thanks, man.
9th to 8th, the goated of all performances.
Thank you.
All right, Greg, I'm going to let you go, mate. You have a good evening. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is drawing a close to our first ever 100% race. I have been your main commentator, RSF1 Cornish, and Rodders has been my co-com. Thank you very much for everyone for joining in and listening. We've had a blast. We've had fun. Now I'm going to go and have a drink, and I'm going to lie down, and I'm going to try and cool down because it's too bloody hot. Have a good evening, everybody.
Well, I've got to get going. I've got work tomorrow. I know I have to be up at silly o'clock.
I don't have to be at work tomorrow. I've got a day off tomorrow, so I'm going to have a fucking lie-in. Good night, everybody.
I just had 4 days off, so.
Oh, jammy sod. Bye!